Ilana, can you explain to us, please, what is a quantum computer in simple terms and how is it different to a classical one?
In the simplest of terms, a quantum computer is effectively a much, much, much faster computer than the kind of computers that exist in the world today. But actually, that completely undermines the power of quantum computing, because quantum computers operate off foundationally and fundamentally different principles than the world of classical compute around us. So instead of, for example, us being able to store and manipulate information in ways where we have simply a 1 or a 0, like a binary bit of today's classical compute, instead with quantum computing, what we can do is store information and manipulate information in ways that are no longer binary. So mixtures of 1s and of 0s in what we call a superposition state. Now, all of this just really means that what we can do is start to create and use information in ways that's so much more powerful. So every time we add another qubit, a quantum bit, we can start to exponentially add the amount of processing, manipulation and power for the first time.
How will quantum computers actually lead to advances in society and the country's economy?
Quantum computers have huge potential to impact on the society and world around us, like globally, and also for individual types of economies. Take a look at, for example, today's drug discovery process takes 10 years. It's so painfully slow. And yes, you have a very clear process and timeline, but it's limited in pace because you're limited to the wet lab. With a quantum computer, you can start to think about how you would be able to simulate the world around us at that quantum mechanical level and then apply that to these industries to create new drugs. And these types of things will help improve productivity. They will help create and enhance pretty much every single market vertical that exists in specific regions, and hopefully also have a bigger impact for the positive on the people and society around us.
In the near future, what noticeable impacts will there actually be that have come from quantum computing on just everyday life?
If we're taking Alice on the street, realistically, successes she doesn't know, but from her personal experience, perhaps she's able to have taken a better route to work because the data processing behind the kind of AI algorithms on whatever application she's using to route her in her IoT connected, whatever kind of smart car that's got a new battery that's been discovered through some sort of quantum innovation, right? This isn't near term. This is, I'm thinking 20 years time. We don't know what this might look like, but I would hope that she has had an impact on a personal level, or her family member has been able to have Alzheimer's solved in ways that wouldn't be possible today. These types of applications, but she won't know that quantum has played a part in that type of innovation and creativity of discovery. But I hope that that's the world that we are creating for Alice or for Bob.
Do you think that artists and scientists can learn from each other's creative practices? And do you think we encourage this enough, or do we need to do more to encourage it?
I think there's a huge amount to be learned from cross-functional collaborative thinking. This is always an approach that I would take, and particularly between art and science. They're so often seen as two separate, discrete kind of things, and that stems from, left side of the brain, right side of the brain. But it's not true. We're all whole people, and everybody I know has got some element of both creativity as well as scientific thinking. And by almost putting these labels and kind of creating these discrete aspects, I think we have the risk of losing a huge amount of innovation and a huge amount of learning from each other. Just because something sounds crazy today or is so beyond creative because we don't understand it, like that at the core is the curiosity of science that we should be endeavouring to embrace and not reject.